Thank you for watching. We're going to start off with the Pond Cream Moisturizer. And then we're going to, that's going to be our face primer. And then we're going to go in with the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer in 230. And that's going to be our eye primer. And then we're going to grab the BH Cosmetics 28 color eyeshadow palette. And we're going to use the 7th color on the first row. And we're going to apply that with an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. Then we're going to go in with the Cosmetics 120 color eyeshadow palette, 5th edition. And we're going to grab the 5th color on the first row of the bottom palette. And we're going to apply that with an e.l.f. eyeshadow. Make sure to use a new clean brush every time you apply a different color. Then I'm going to grab the Eye Profusion palette and we're going to use the first color on the first row. Sorry, on the 4th row. We'll be using now the first color on the 6th row from that same palette. Then we're going to go in with the BH Cosmetic 120 color eyeshadow palette. And we're going to use the 5th color on the 3rd row of the top palette. And we're just going to grab a BS small brush and we're going to blend it. Then we're going to grab the BH Cosmetic 28 color eyeshadow palette and we're going to use the 5th color on the 2nd row. Then we'll be going back in with that first brown color we used. And then we're going to grab that BS small brush and then blend. And then we're going to grab that BH Cosmetic 120 color eyeshadow palette and we're going to use the 2nd color on the first row of the top palette. And then we're going to grab our e.l.f. brow pencil in the color dark brown. We'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Smooth Foundation in the color Golden Beige 240. And then as well as the Revlon Color Stay Natural Tan in 330. And we're just going to blend both foundations. And then we're going to apply it with a BS Small Flat Face Brush. I'll be using a beauty blender also to go over it, and I'm going to be wetting my beauty blender with a wet wipey. Then we'll be grabbing that Maybelline Instant Age Concealer in the color Light, and then we're going to blend it in with a smaller beauty blender. And I'll be grabbing the e.l.f. pencil eyeliner. And then I'll be using that BH Cosmetic 120 color eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to use the 5th color on the 2nd row. And then I'll go back into that same palette and use the 5th color on the 2nd row of the bottom palette. I'll be grabbing a CoverGirl Perfect Blend Eye Pencil in the color Basic Black. And then I'm going to grab my Magic Mabella Mascara. And we're going to apply it. And then we're going to apply Ardell lashes. And those are going to be the 120 Demi Black eyelashes. And we're going to be using the Duo Clear White Glue. And I'm going to apply them with a tweezer. Using a tweezer. I'm going to be contouring my nose, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Contour Stick in the color Coconut, and it's $3.55. And then I'll be using an e.l.f. brush. This brush is flat and very little. I will be using the Maybelline Instant Age Concealer. And I'm going to be applying it in the middle. But I'm going to be blending my contoured nose out first. Just blend it out really nice and smooth. I'm going to use my finger, and then I'm going to go in with a BS small flat little brush, and I'm just going to blend it out.
To something new.
I'm going to be using that coconut contour stick and be contouring. And I'm going to use my beauty blender. I'm going to be using that True Blend bronzer by CoverGirl. It's bronze. And the number is 200, and I'm going to use a BS small face angled brush. And then I'll be using the Rimmel Stay Matte in nude beige, and I'll be using a BS face angled brush as well. And then I'll be using the e.l.f. Baked blush with a BS flat face angled. And then I'll be using the Maybelline Mascara Volume Express Hydro Fuge. And I'm just applying it on my top eyelash. And then I'll use the Maybelline Mascara Volume Express and apply that underneath. And then I'll use my lip balm. And then I'll be applying the Milani Matte Naked 61. And then I'll be going back in with that BH Cosmetic, the 120 eyeshadow color palette. And I'm going to use the 10th color on the 2nd row of the bottom palette. And then apply the e.l.f. eyebrow gel and then the L'Oreal Pro Spray and Set. And that's done. Well, thank you for watching. And please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed.